Please let me know if there's sound. Somebody text in, let me know. Is there sound now? Yes, go.
Yes, okay.
Start over again. This is John Rawlings with WKDW Radio 97.5 FM saying thanks for listening in. We got a quick update.
Thank you, John. We are beginning to see the impacts of Hurricane Milton here in Northport. We've called for evacuations in levels A, B, and C. That includes all the low-lying areas of Northport. If you're in a mobile home or manufactured home community, if you've experienced flooding in your home before with Ian, we are recommending that you evacuate. We're beginning to see the localized street ponding, water levels rising in the Estates area of Northport, so around the Gadbois and Hennessy Streets areas. We are notifying those residents now, if they haven't evacuated already, that they should do so. The evacuation centers remain open throughout Sarasota County. There are 4 located here in Northport. Heron Creek Middle in particular has plenty of capacity, so that would be a place to go to. You don't have to go miles and miles away. You can go right here in town. If you're concerned about where you live, if you're concerned about the integrity of your home, if you're in an older home, or if you're in an area that floods, now is the time to get out. Now is the time to evacuate. you can go online to the Sarasota County website, scgov.net. You'll be able to check your evacuation level there if you're not sure, but you can also see the local evacuation shelter locations, and you can see the capacity. They have a new tool up there that you can actually see the capacity and how crowded they are. There is plenty of capacity at the 4 locations for evacuation centers here in Northport, but you can go to any one. But now is the time to do so. We're going to see those impacts of the increased wind speeds. Once it hits 45 miles an hour, our emergency responders are not going to be able to get to you. So if you're, weighing it, deciding should I stay or go, and if there's an emergency, just know that you may call 911. They may not be able to send somebody like we normally would because it's just not safe for our responders to get to you. So let that be a determining factor, if nothing else. That's a good reason to get out. If you're concerned about where you live or your home, go to evacuation center now. You can be safe if you get there now.
So if things are getting progressively worse, when will we get an update again?
So we'll be messaging to everyone when those increased wind speeds reach the 45-mile-an-hour limit that we can't get out with our first responders to help you. So police, fire, EMS. We're going to share that widely. We've been sending out text alerts. If you're signed up for those from Northport Strong, you just text the word NP Strong to the number 888-777. We've been sending text alerts the last few days for updates from the city, but we'll be messaging it out that way. We'll be sending it out to those who subscribe to our emails. If you go to our website, if you follow us on social media, if you're watching on TV, following here on the radio, local news, all the outlets that we use, we'll be communicating that message out so that everybody knows now is the time. It's not safe for you to be out there. It's not safe for our responders to be out there. It's not safe for the shelters to open to let you in. So if you're going to an evacuation center, if you're considering that, you need to do so now. We've been following the forecast for Milton. We're seeing those speeds are going to pick up. It's projected to begin as early as later this afternoon. So now is the time. Don't wait any longer. If you're considering it, you need to get out now, or otherwise you need to hunker down in your home because we're going to start to see the impacts from Milton. And it is going to last a long time. We're looking at that forecast. They're saying it could last into Thursday, into the next day. So we're going to see those impacts for quite a while, and it may be that emergency responders cannot get to you throughout that time.
When do you think that we'll have the next update from the EOC?
Well, we'll be in touch with you, John, and we'll be coming on as soon as we can to keep reiterating this message. We want everybody to share this information and get it out to as many people as we can. We'll continue to update you, but certainly when we see those wind speeds, when we've reached that really dangerous point, we'll let you know, and we'll come on here with you online to stream and let people know about it.
And they can find all that information out from us through social media, because we're putting out all kinds of blitzes together to try to get more people engaged. So it is a responsibility of not just us, but the citizens of Northport to all band together right now and share this content, isn't it?
Absolutely. We need to get this message out, and this is what we typically see. We've been through this before with Ian, with other storms, right? Some people don't pay attention to it. They're not watching the news every day. They're not really connected, but things start to ramp up. And now we're in that crunch time where people start to panic and go online to start searching for information, trying to find out where they need to go, if they need to evacuate. There's a lot of ways you can do that. You can follow us here online. You can follow WKDW on Facebook. You can stream on their website. Come to the city's website and our social media channels. You can call the city of Northport. Although our offices are closed, we have an emergency call center that's operating. We opened up this morning and we're running and taking calls now. We're dealing with lots of folks who are calling for information. They want to know about what's going on in the city with services, but they also want to know about their evacuation level, and our team is here to help them. You can call us at 941-429-7000. We have a whole team of folks here with the city standing by to answer your calls, help provide you with information, help you find those resources. You can call Sarasota County as well. Their 311 service is operating. Their call center is up and running. If you have questions about the county evacuation center operations, you can call there, or other information. They're ready to help you and get you the information that you're looking for.
And can you provide the text information again, please?
Yes. So all you have to do is go on your phone. If you've never done this before, you start a text and you start it to the number 888-777, and you just text them the word NP Strong, all one word, NP Strong. Just send that to that number, 888-777. that will automatically enroll you in our texting alerts feature specifically to the city of Northport. It's different from Alert Sarasota County. So if you've signed up for that before, that's great. Those will be the really important emergency notices that go out countywide, alertsarasotacounty.com. Go on there, make sure you're signed up. If you did it a while ago, make sure you have the correct contact information. There's a variety of ways. It'll go through your phone, your text, your email, whatever you put in there. It'll notify you in all those ways if there's important information that has to get out. So make sure you're signed up there. But sign up for those text alerts from the city as well. We're sending out specific information here for the city of Northport. We've had thousands of people sign up just in the last couple days. So it's a great way for us to reach you, especially if we lose other communications. If you still have cell service or power to your cell phone after the storm, we'll be sending out alerts that way throughout this event.
So can anyone tell us how bad it's going to be in our area?
You know, that's a great question, and we're talking to the National Weather Service. We're on briefings regularly here at the EOC. Our emergency management team is watching it very closely. This is going to be an impactful storm. There's no doubt about it. The track might wobble a little bit. We've said that, but we are well within the cone that you look at, that cone of uncertainty. And it really doesn't matter if that center line is right over Northport or not. It's looking like it's Sarasota and certainly Sarasota County. But if you're anywhere within that cone, that storm can take a turn and it is going to impact wherever it hits. Anywhere along this coast, unfortunately, the Tampa Bay region down to Charlotte County, we're going to see significant impacts here in Northport. We're watching the levels of the creek. We expect to see increases there. As you know, even after the storm, we might see water that flows down through Northport and rises there. So we're watching that very closely as well. And certainly the wind speeds are a concern as well. It's looking like a Category 4 potentially at landfall, or a Category 3. We're hoping it's going to slow down a bit, but that's serious wind speed, and it's going to cause damage. It's going to cause debris. So definitely stay alert, stay inside today, get to an evacuation center if you haven't already, if you're in a level or if you're in any area of concern, because it is going to be an impact to our community.
And what if you are handicapped and you need assistance now? Is there something people can do now if they're handicapped?
So I would recommend immediately call 311. That's the Sarasota County Call Center. 941-861-5000 is their number directly, or you just dial 311 if you're in the county. It'll bring you to the county call center. They'll be able to provide you with the latest information. There's a medically dependent program that people sign up for, and we recommend that all throughout the year, that people are signed up so that they're not scrambling when you're in this situation. But I understand, go through that number, call for the medically dependent. There are medically dependent shelters that may be able to assist you specifically. They're not open to the general public. It's for people that have those needs. So call County 311 immediately, and they'll be able to help point you in the right direction.
Any other suggestions at this point for our citizens right now?
The suggestion is you should be safely secure in your home, or you should be making your way to an evacuation center, because we're going to start to see the wind pick up. Stay safe, stay informed, stay alert. That's what I'm telling everybody. Knowledge is power, and it can help you in these situations if you're informed. If you understand what's going on, you have a way to communicate, you have your supplies, that you're prepared to weather this storm, and that you're staying in touch with the emergency management officials that are trying to provide you with important information. So again, it's great that you're following here online, watching this, getting these updates from the city, from the county, making sure you're staying alert and aware of the situation as it unfolds.
And is there a need for people to be concerned about what we're doing here at the EOC and how they're going to get help after the storm?
So we're prepared for that. That's the reason we are activated. That's the reason that City Hall closes before a storm, right? It's not just because we're worried about the storm. We are, but it's to prepare the community. So we've been ordering resources. We work with the Sarasota County Emergency Operations Center and with the state to put in orders for resources that we expect we might need after the storm, so that we can stage them and have them ready. So whether it's generators for facilities that are needed, whether it's extra personnel to come down here and help our fire rescue teams and our police teams with water rescues, or any kind of supplies that we may need for the community, points of distribution, we'll have all that information depend on how we're impacted. we'll have those resources available for you. But the team here at the City of Northport is working around the clock to make sure we're in the best position we can to be prepared for whatever comes our way.
And as far as communications out post-storm, what do you project there?
So we're certainly going to see impacts. There's no doubt about it, with power outages and maybe cell phone service. So we recommend people to have as many channels and options as possible. So we've been sharing information about how you can get satellite phone service on your iPhone or on your Android. So if you look on our communications on the City of Northport's Facebook page and the county, I know they have shared that information. So that's one way you can do it. Signing up for these text alerts, signing up for Alert Sarasota County, following the local media, radio, TV, online, WKDW streaming here. We're going to share information as widely as possible, even if that means putting up sandwich boards and flyers after the event if people are without power. We did that after Ian. We'll do that again. We're going to get information out in every way possible so that we can keep people informed, keep our citizens aware of what's going on and what resources are going to be available.
And at KDW Radio, we are in process of transferring our cell tower or our signal tower over to Public Works so that we can make this a great communication system. We are looking at a temporary antenna going up at Public Works so that we can get this information out. So 97.5 FM, try that dial code and try to get there post hurricane event, because we're going to work with Public Works and communications here at City Hall to try to get that up and running. So that's another great asset. Any other information you'd like to give, Jason?
No, thank you, John and WKDW, for being our partner and getting this information out. It's so important that people pay attention to this storm and are prepared and are sharing it with their friends, their family, their neighbors, their loved ones. Make sure you're reaching out, checking on them, making sure they're aware of what's going on. If they're not getting this message, you need to call them and let them know. Make sure they're following this information so that they can make the decisions that they need to make for themselves and their families to stay safe. We hope everyone else out there stays safe, be prepared, be ready, and we'll be here to assist at the City of Northport after this event.
And stay tuned for another update soon. I will be posting that on social media streaming, and so will the City of Northport. They're doing a great job, and they have great resources here in the EOC, and they're really working hard. So kudos to City Hall and Public Works and all of our EMS people out there. And the EOC is well and running great. Let's just hunker down and endure what we have to endure. Thanks, Jason, for being part of the show.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, buddy.